Undefeated Apponequet is coming off the bye. They'll be facing Seekonk Friday at 7 at Seekonk.
Yep.
So I like all these 7 o'clock games for Apponequet.
Yeah.
All those 4 o'clock games of the Triple E era must be over.
Yeah. Well, I think they started off the season with the games at 4 o'clock, and then when the thread wasn't as bad, they ended up moving everything to 7.
So doesn't matter what time they play, though. They're still a pretty darn good team, no matter what time of day it is.
Yeah, I mean the way that the team is this year, like you said, it really doesn't matter. And they're coming off a bye week, following that exciting win over Dartmouth 2 weeks ago. In that game, the Lakers were down 9-0, and they ended up coming back, rallying, and winning that game in dominating fashion. Troy Nanfelt had a huge game, offensively and defensively. He scored 3 touchdowns. And he also had 2 interceptions in that game. By far the best game of his career. I know before the game, Bob Lomp said that he was the X factor. He had told Troy, if we win, it's going to be because of you and what you're able to do. And he
delivered.
Yeah, he delivered big time. This week, I mean, they're going to face a little bit of a different kind of challenge. Seekonk it seems like when they're doing well, the Warriors, they're passing. They have Brendan Smith. I know he opened the season with I think 5 or 6 touchdown passes in that game. This past week he had 4 touchdown passes to 3 different receivers. So they have some.
They can spread it around.
Yeah, they can spread it around. And I think from what I've looked up, it looks like Seekonk, they've won 2 of their last 3 games. They did lose to Fairhaven. I think it was 2 weeks ago. So you don't really know. I mean, is Seekonk a good team? Are they not so good? I think it's kind of, if they can do what they do well, which is throw the ball and kind of move the chains that way, then they're a pretty tough team. I know Apponequet was solid against Dartmouth's passing attack in that game. So it'll be a good game to see, how the Lakers come back after having that bye. I know when you're kind of hitting on all cylinders, like Apponequet's been, you don't really ever want to stop playing.
Right.
If you're struggling, it's okay, we'll use the bye to get better. But I mean, in their first 4 games, they outscored the opposition 177-54. So
And I saw the Warriors once this year, and they're pretty average against the run, we'll say. So that could really play in Apponequet's favor. Coming off the bye, it might be a good idea to just start, feeding those horses early and seeing if they can take off. So
yeah, and I know one thing: Troy Nanfelt and Matt Michael, the tandem of those 2 guys, they've each scored at least 1 touchdown every single game this year, and they're the only 2 backs, for a team that have done that in the whole South, in our South Conference. Yeah.
All right, so that sounds like it's going to be a pretty good game to get the Lakers back in action. It'll be happening at Seekonk Friday at 7 p.m. You can follow along with all the action by following us on Twitter at @SC_varsity. And if you are at the game or you want to get involved in the conversation, you can use the hashtag SCVFootball.